Well, in this video, I'm going to show how to do an application, actual Slowbreak application. The idea is to build upon the things we did in the first two videos. On the first video, I just shown how to connect, and the code was something similar to the thing that is currently in the version control system, that is this, where we connect somewhere and we do just connect and show that it's working. In order for that to work, we need to set the logins to see what's going on. And on the second video, what we did is to send a message, actually to build a message, not to send it. It's here. This is the notes for my second video where I was just playing in the console. So this is what we did in the second video. So, and also in the first video, I used something, I didn't show the code, I will show it now. It's called the server, where I do something similar to what I'm going to do in this video. So in the video I'm using a server that's the one here, is also in the version control system, where one thing we do is a by message type application on the server, and then we make an stack. Let me look for the stack here. So here is the stack that we're using, has two layers, the acceptor session app and the logic. So what I'm going to do in this video is to show how to do that when we're doing an initiator, it is a client. So I'm going to do that and see what's going on. So first things first, what I'm going to do is take this code and do another one, and then I'm going to do a little bit of things that I need here. I like it to have a basic config to somewhere. Oh, I'm going to do a main thing. I never remember how to do this, so I'm going to copy and paste. So I think it's better if this goes here. No, not here. Come on. Here. Okay, you're going to have a laugh with this. I'm pasting again. Here. Yeah. So I'm just doing the second one. Here is just for completeness. And what I'm going to do is I will have this code somewhere. That's different. Let's leave it for there. So first things first, what I'm going to really need is an application. When we are doing application with logic in Slowbreak, the easiest way is to use this by message type app. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Say my app is a by message type app. It's a Slowbreak app. This class is an app, as you can see here, but it has some utilities. So what we can do is to respond to messages individually discriminated by message type. This is the field 35. That is usually the first field we care about. There are two fields before that we don't even process in Slowbreak. There are the field 8, that is the begin string and field, I think it's 9, I don't remember, that the second field, that is the number of bytes of the rest of the fields. I consider them to be in a lower in a in a lower layer in our stack, so I don't care about them. So anyway, so what we want to do in this video, I'm going to send this message that is, this message that is a new order on logon. So I'm going to say, when you log in to a server, buy something. In order to do that, what we do is use a decorator. It's called in the app. It's in the app module, but the name is on. And then you pass the message type there. And then we do a method. I will be naming it very creatively there. All the methods that are decorated by these have this signature. Essentially have to receive one message. And at the end is customary to return the message or something to give it to potentially upper layers. That's just normal Slowbreak stuff. And then what we can do is to send this. So what we do, I will just come here, copy this part. This is from the second video, so I will just going to copy and paste. I did in the client one, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Luckily I have version control system, so I can do this. Here it goes. So client 1 is as it used to be, and client 2 is what I want it to be. Perfect. So here what I was saying, I will close client 1 so I don't mix it again. Yeah. What I'm going to do for now is to do the application that actually handles logic. It's very simple logic, just on logon do something. And then this something is buy something. Attempt to buy something. Actually make an order. This is the same thing. And then it's here. We're going to need this. This is the message we made in the previous video, in the video number 2. So I won't care much about it now. You can go and see the video to understand how it's made. The important part is that it's a list of here the proper message. Yeah, that one. And what you need to do is to send it. And this here, so I did use the sides. Okay, anyway. Size. I don't remember which one was the size. Okay, I will go. When I don't remember things, that's a thing we can do. We can go and look for them in the constants. Did size, offer size, just size. It's the entry size, I think. No. I don't remember how it was. Okay, let's do it. Whatever. So I don't remember the number of the here size 38. Yeah. I just did hard code the number, and it's the same. Here. So anyway, I will explain the code. This is pretty simple. We are doing an application that when receives a logon message, will execute this code that includes sending a message that sends a new single order, new order single actually. And then let's the upper application to keep going. And then what we do, you see, this code is really simple, very similar to the code in the server. We are doing a different thing, but essentially, yeah, that's okay. So it's the same idea. We are doing a by message type app in both cases because we are wanted to do different things with different types of messages. So here we have that, and we need to do the stack as we did in the server. And the stack will have, as in the server, we can check the code in the server where the stack is made. On the lower layer, we put the session app. That here's an acceptor. We're going to use an initiator, and then the logic. So I'm going to do that. Here is how the initiator is created. So I'm going to go to the main and do the things we do in the server. And the client 1, oh sorry, client 2 we have here. Yeah. So first thing first, I'm going to not use connect, so I'm going to just paste the code. First, we're going to connect to the socket and take the fingerprints from somewhere. This somewhere is arc vector 1. Oh, I don't remember. Can I index an empty, at least with one element, when I need to? Let's try it. What happens? Index error. Okay, that's fine. So it needs to be fingerprint equals say nothing if man is just to have something. Then we have the fingerprint. We have here, it is the list of fingerprints we are accepting. You can pass more than one. That's a choice you get as a programmer. But anyway, we are only going to connect to servers that its certificate has this fingerprint. Here, okay. And once we have that, we need to make the stack. In order to do that, we're going to say our stack is a stack. And the stack is the Slowbreak app stack. The stack receives a lot of parameters, one for each layer of the stack. The first layer of the stack is the code to initiate. It's like this. We're going to pass a pair. And I'm going to leave. The first parameter is the name of the class we're going to use in that layer. And the second parameter is a dictionary with the parameters that are going to be used. So the first layer of the stack is an initiator session app. It's usually like that when you want to do a client. You can use other ones. For instance, you can have a mock session app and just do things inside your computer for testing. And also you can use an acceptor session app and do a server like we do in the first server here. Anyway, here we have it. It's a different code, so it does different things. Then we have the socket, we have the session app, and we need this app. This app is very simple, so it does not need any parameters. So what we're going to do here to add another pair, because that is my app. It was my app. Yeah, my app, and then an empty dictionary. That's it. And for last, we are going to do put. We're in Python 3. Okay, I'm going to do it as 6. That's 6 dot input or raw input. I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, I don't care. I want you 6 input. Enter to exit, and then I'm going to fix this. I will look for then maybe okay. No, I will not look for. And then stack.logout. Punto dot. Sorry. Sometimes I think in Spanish more than I should. Okay. So here we have the code. I will remove the code, the part of the code that is from the old example. And here we have the code with all the things and everything. Next, I'm going to run it. Here, the easiest thing, I'm going to run Python 3. Here it is, Python 3, Python 3 minus module Slowbreak dot example. I'm going to run the server here. Server? Yeah, server. So here it is. It's the server I did in the first video. That's fine. So it's waiting for connections. I'm going to run the client now. I'm going to where I do Slowbreak. You can run this code, the client code, on any place that you have Slowbreak in the Python path. But since I'm doing Slowbreak, I just put it there. No big deal. Python 3 minus m client 2. Sorry, Slowbreak example client 2. And then everything works. Whoa. Yeah, I did wrong, and I forgot to put. I actually did a comparison improperly here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, what happens is that I have the server running, and as in the first video, I don't have the fingerprint, so it says you have an invalid one. That's fine, that's expected. The server just said someone tried to connect and then disconnected. We're going to be doing it again, but passing the fingerprint as in SSH, but it's a little bit more manual, but same idea. So here it goes. If you see, I'm going to press enter to do a logout. Yeah, but the important part here is here. Here is the log of the message being sent to the server where we are purchasing something, and if you see the server and the last message, oh, this is a log of, yeah, this one. Here. So here we have the message sent from client to server with our code. So, for example, if you want to do more logic, you can decide, yeah, it's just there's a little bit of logic. You can do other things, like, for instance, look at I think the easiest thing is just do a web application and do something, and when the user does something, then you send the message, and when you receive an update on the market, then you do some other things and actually show that to the user. That would be a good example, but it's a lot of work and not a good demo. So I'm going to stop here. Let me know if you have any doubts. The code will be eventually this client too. I will commit as is in the version control system after finishing this video. And I hope you enjoy this, and see you next time. Bye bye.